Tarot time. If you're watching this video, the divine messages are definitely for you. Welcome back to Positive Tarot Wisdom. My name is Eric and I'm here to provide you with a weekly synergy reading with Tuned In Tarot. So Pearl will be joining me in a few seconds. Let's just invite her. Hey, I can see you. Emma, wave at you. Okay, I'm just about to invite you right now. There, let me know. Sent you the request. If you're interested in more in-depth tarot consultation, please visit positivetarotwisdom.com, book your readings through the website, or follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you can also look into the interesting TikTok videos that I've uploaded so far. So please visit that. YouTube as well, if you can follow me there, I would really appreciate it. Okay, Pearl, let me know if you are able to receive the invite. Otherwise, I would have to try again. Let's see. Hopefully it'll register. Okay.
There we go.
It takes a few seconds as always.
Yes. I always have to keep like updating too to see like you go live because it doesn't alert me right away.
Yeah. And
oh.
Time for me to shuffle my deck. I haven't
Yes,
really
I'm
shuffled.
shuffling too.
I just jumped out of work. It's been an interestingly busy day for work.
Oh yeah? Was your day?
Busy.
Post-holiday catching
annoying, up. Busy. Let's see. 3.
I'm just waiting on my last one to come out here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
4.
Alrighty. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I'm definitely reading Divine Feminine Energy. I can say that right now by the look of these cards.
Interesting.
Yes, it was really on the feminine side, which this deck is not. This deck is both. It's both masculine and feminine energy, so it's interesting that I got all feminine energy from it.
Do you consider a deck drawn by a female feminine or masculine? I mean, I know there's an answer to that, but for example, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is Pamela Coleman Smith as the artist, so it should have been classified as feminine, right?
No, I don't associate gender and energy. I associate energy as masculine or feminine, but I don't associate it with the gender of a person. So it's like the balance inside of themselves. So you could be a female and make a deck that has a divine masculine energy, which honestly, I think I use Rider-Waite to read for divine masculine headspace. So I actually interpret the feeling of that deck as a masculine feeling. It's like it's straightforward. It has very specific symbolism. I will associate like it's really whether it's like watery or emotional or more air, more headspace kind of a feeling. Like Mystic Monday's deck has, instead of page, they say princess. So, and the imagery, all of the imagery on it, unless it's a king or a knight, is predominantly feminine, or there's no gender actually associated at all, and it's just more of an energetic reading. So I use that for the headspace of the divine feminine because I feel like it has a much more of a feminine feel to it in terms of its energy. Okay. But the deck that I'm using today is the Cosmic Tarot. It's new. I just got it for myself. It's kind of got, I'm just going to pull, oh my God, it's funny. I just opened it so I could show a card that wasn't part of the reading, but it's going to end up being related to the reading, but it has more of like a Houdini poster kind of energy, you know, like that sort of, and it's very balanced in its imagery in terms of it has both princes and princesses in the deck. So they actually doubled the pages in the deck to be able to, which I think is very interesting.
Reminds me of the Pierpont Morgan deck where Justice is 8 and Strength is 11.
Do you want to know what I found out doing a little bit of research? Because the Cosmic Tarot also has this. That is the original. That's the original thing. I didn't know that.
1400s.
Rider-Waite changed it And I didn't realize, so I have always associated strength with eight, but really the OG imagery was not like that. So very interesting that we have, because now we really base everything on Rider Waite.
Rider Waite is on in the
It's not.
in the but the
It's the most
first
popular.
one, the oldest one that's been discovered is in the new museum here in New York for the Morgan Museum. That's why the Pierpont Morgan
Yes.
existing ones are still there, but it's incomplete. It doesn't even have the devil card anymore, nor the tower.
Yes. 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 Very interesting. I did it because when I got the Cosmic Tarot, I was like, wait, how is this switched? And also, it has two pages. And then I found out like original medieval
Hmm.
Italian tarot
Hmm.
had, in fact, that switched. So very interesting
Tarot
because
nerd,
it's a
tarot
different story.
nerd, tarot nerd present
Yes,
here.
on
I
everything
love
nerd.
researching.
I know, me too. So that's your tarot history for the day. Are you ready
Thank
to
you
see what we
guys.
got for our forecast energy for tomorrow?
Thank you guys for
So,
witnessing that. At least now you know that we're both nerds. Welcome to our channel.
yes,
Go
you're in the
ahead,
right
please.
place.
Hmm.
So, the first card up, Princess of Cups. Now, this could have been a prince, but it is the
Hmm.
princess. So that's why I was saying there's a feminine energy, a heavy feminine energy coming for tomorrow. And the Princess of Cups, of course, this is Page of Cups energy. If we're going to reference the most popular tarot, the Rider Waite, we
Hmm.
have the idea that we have a pure, innocent love. There's a goofiness and an awkwardness that I usually associate with the page, and I actually like that. It's like a
Hmm.
childishness, just a purity and innocence, playfulness kind of a thing. So we have this feminine princess of cups energy, and it's also about having something to express and just kind of like being open hearted, I think, to a
Hmm.
certain extent. This is, of course, our water signs for tomorrow, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy.
Hmm.
I don't know the exact, do you know Page of Cups is just straight up Pisces energy?
The page, well, that Page of Cups is,
I
I
think
think
it
it's
is,
Cancer energy. Pisces
it is
would
Cancer. It's a
be,
Cancer energy.
yeah, Pisces would be the moon, but
Yes. Okay.
the pages actually aren't totally associated with the astrological signs. They're as universal as the aces. That's the
Right.
interesting
So
part.
it's
So it's
just kind
Pisces,
of like,
Cancer, and Scorpio. Yeah,
yes.
they're
Okay.
more universal.
So I
They
was
are
correct in
playful.
that then. Yes,
That's
they
the
are.
playful page.
Yes, very playful. So playfulness energy coming tomorrow. Now, what's really interesting is this emotion, this water energy
Hmm.
being balanced by our air energy because we have the
Mm.
Princess of Swords as well. So again, this could have been the prince,
Ah,
but we have the princess.
two
Also, we have this
princesses.
rockin'
Interesting.
80s hairstyle. I fuck so hard with this hairstyle. Love it. Thinking about like maybe I'll get this style. Like I don't know, my hair's so long. Maybe I could go for this style, you know. But yes, so we have this kind of badass, I would say. She kind of looks a bit fierce. The
Hmm.
really special thing about the page, there's a bravery here that comes with this Page of Swords energy because they're picking up the sword, which is a new
Hmm.
idea, the truth, however you want to look at it.
Hmm.
And they're not sure how to wield it yet, right? They're a page, they're not a knight. They haven't
Right.
completed squiring, they don't necessarily know exactly what to do with it. There's a bit of intimidation here because they're picking up the sword and they're just kind of running into the battle like with their eyes closed,
Mm.
like hoping they're gonna like hit something, you know. And there's a fear about going from where you've been and stepping into a place where you've never been, but you're willing to do it, you're willing to pick up the sword, you're willing to try, and there's a lot of bravery there in not knowing how to do something but being willing to take a new idea and run with it. So that energy is there tomorrow.
Hmm.
And then, so we've got an innocence and a purity and
Hmm.
a playfulness and a willingness to try something new without really knowing exactly how to go about it. And the good thing is the result, which is the Four of Wands. So that's a really special
Mm.
something to celebrate, right?
Hmm.
Um, not to call me until 7, but he apparently cannot do that. The math on the
No
East
worries.
Coast. No. So we're seeing here this Four of Wands energy, which is celebratory. There's usually a sacred union implied by the original Rider-Waite imagery, where we see the two individuals under the bower. But here
Hmm.
we have just this divine feminine again alone, which is interesting too, right? This is totally different imagery than we usually see. And we see a stable foundation. There's pyramids in the back here too, which is that kind of cosmic energy, that pinnacle, that hierarchy. So it's like if you're approaching tomorrow with this playfulness and a willingness to try something new, you're really going to end up having something to celebrate and feeling really good about it. And that's
Hmm.
confirmed by the bottom of the deck. So I can show you that, but I like to kind of see what you have, and then we do bottom of the deck. I like that.
Hmm.
So if you want to go, we'll do that.
That just to comment on your four of wands, she's teaching us the proper way to walk.
Right? Right on
I
her
go,
toe.
I go, okay. I don't think my body can do that anymore. Not anymore. Probably in my 20s, but not right now. I'm in my 40s, so skip that. She's very graceful. That's a nice thing about
Are
it.
you really? You are well preserved, sir.
I am in my 40s. I'm turning 44 this January. 44.
Wow, you look great.
I
44 going on 28.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
What I have though is rather curious because it's highly, highly related to what you have. You ended with the wands. I'm beginning with wands,
Mm-hmm.
which is the ten of wands,
Mm-hmm.
the ending
Ooh.
of
Mm-hmm.
and completion. But it's interesting because right now I can read this as more of you need to work hard for the next cards that I have to show you. Which as you're working hard, it will be to your advantage. The seven of wands again. Fire, 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 Aries, Sagittarius,
Wow.
and Leo. So fire energy is going to happen tomorrow. Whatever you're working hard for tomorrow would lead you to plenty of choices, which is
Hmm.
the Seven of Cups. So if you follow this advice, like you work hard, don't see it as a burden. Make sure that your way is not covered by whatever work you have. It hasn't materialized yet, but it will all make sense after I show you the man. So for me, I'm seeing this as opportunities to manifest your dreams. Tomorrow is going to be a nice Friday. Again, full of actually, I'd rather harness for me. That's what my cards are saying. You work it, and I'm very, very excited to find out what your bottom deck card is. Let me know what it is.
Oh, I lost you there for a minute. My connection was really poor.
Oh
Can
no,
you
I
hear
was
me
asking
now?
you. Yes, I can
Okay.
hear you now. I was asking
Okay.
what your bottom deck of the card is because this would
Yes.
make more sense after I show you. I show the bottom of the deck.
It's funny because mine also makes a lot more sense. So we had that final Four of Wands energy, that playfulness, being willing to have a new idea, because
The
we
shadow
got
card
the
is.
Empress here. So
Okay.
we've got birthing something new, which is painful, can be kind of a burden to. We have a new creation that's coming to be. Um, this gestation period happened, and
Mm-hmm.
so we're seeing now the fruits of our labors, and there's a lot of bounty, a lot of abundance. What's really funny is, you remember when I split that deck to show you the imagery,
Mm-hmm.
I split that deck in the middle, and we got
Yes.
the Emperor and the Empress tomorrow.
Oh
So I think
my.
that's very beautiful to have had that happen.
Hold up those cards because what I'm about to show you will blow your mind.
Okay. No! That's amazing! Wow, Eric, that's
It's
crazy.
crazy. You know what? We're just too much
That
in
is,
sync. It's just scaring me, okay? This is not
I
right.
know, that is just nuts. Because the Emperor and the Empress, that is the ultimate in terms of the lovers. That is the union. That is, the
So
union in self.
So it's about time. So you guys, tomorrow, I'm not encouraging you guys not to wear a mask or something. Don't take that risk, okay? But it's a good opportunity to make that decision. The emperor and the empress gives their approval, the lovers give their approval, saying that, make that honest to goodness decision based on calculated risks. That's what's important.
Yes.
Stay in
Yes.
order, birth that idea, how do you put this? Take that relationship to the next level. Tomorrow is
Yes.
worth it because you
Yes.
should manifest it. You're given choices.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that playfulness, that new idea
Hmm.
and the four of wands for this and the lovers, I mean,
It's
I
a
just want to cry.
it's a great combination,
It
folks. It's a
really
very
is.
great
It's
combination.
beautiful. We love it. Love that.
So we need to win the lottery tomorrow. Who
I'm
knows? But
down, Eric. You know I'm sharing it with you when I get
oh, it's going to be quite the
it.
surprise. I go, hey, Pearl, guess what? Guess what I got? Or
I
if you
love that.
can,
And you already won today. Did you realize that you
I
won the free reading?
I haven't read the message. I saw the preview, and that's very lovely. I would love that,
Yes,
honestly.
you
Yeah, I
won.
would
You
love.
could, because this month when I shuffle the Justice playlist, I'm giving away free readings for Christmas,
Hmm.
and you were the first winner, so you get a free reading, and you can have that for yourself or give that to your family, whatever you want to do.
That's amazing. I will
Yeah,
I will make that decision and I'll reach out to you. And the interesting
absolutely.
part is, I mean, I was my friends who wants to get to know Pearl more and tuned in tarot. That would
Oh,
be
well,
very good exposure.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Eric. However you want to use, but that's definitely your hour to use any way you want. So
Understood.
definitely. But I was
Thank you.
excited because I hit shuffle and the universe decided. So they decided you needed to have free reading, however you want to use
I agree. I
it.
agree so much. But again, thank you for joining. And this is another creepy session for our
Absolutely.
synergy because it's
I
like two.
know. I'm taking a picture of this one for sure. So take a picture of your cards for me,
Yes,
and send me the picture because I'll put them together in a post.
I will
And if
send them
anyone
to you.
else wants to participate in the Justice playlist to be able to win a free reading, all they have to do is jump in my DMs and just tell me what song they believe embodies the Justice card. And then
Exactly.
I will add
Hmm.
them to the playlist and I will be shuffling again probably three more times. I don't know. I keep being more
Hmm.
and more generous. I'm a Leo. I love to
That's
give
actually
things away.
pretty cool.
So yeah, that's if anyone wants to do that, just hop in my DMs. Let me know what song embodies the Justice card, and don't worry if someone has already claimed that song. I just usually I'll give multiple readings away if that happens. So
Okay,
yeah, no
understood.
worries.
So,
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
any final words for our current viewers and future viewers, Pearl?
Every day. I'm using a new deck that
Hmm.
I won actually on one of the days that I pulled the Wheel of Fortune card. I won a deck, so I was like very excited about
Mm.
that. I won a deck called Ask and It Is Given, which is written by Jerry and Esther Hicks, who of Abraham Hicks fame, which is like a basically law of attraction type of information. And the message that keeps coming up all the time that I think has really been helpful to me is that you really, if you want to manifest the best version of your life, you must be always thinking about that. You must be thinking about what it is that you want to see, not what you don't want to see. When people are saying to me, like people who don't feel they're religious and they're like, oh, I don't pray, I don't need to
Hmm.
pray, and I can
Hmm.
ask them like, oh, do you ever worry about anything? They're like, oh yeah, I worry about the economy, I worry about my family, I worry about my job, I worry. And you're like, oh,
Hmm.
oh, well, you're praying. You're praying every time you do that for things you don't want. So when
Hmm.
you're worrying, you're praying for what you don't want. You want to be praying for what you want, what you intend to see, what you expect to see in the world. And if you intend to see the lovers and you intend to see the Empress and the Emperor coming together,
Hmm.
that's what you can expect to see. But if you're thinking and worried about not getting what you want, that's what you can expect to see. So think about what it is that you want. And if you start to feel doubt, inch away from the thought that's making you feel doubt and choose the next better feeling thought, the closest you can get to your manifestation in your brain. That's my
Very,
advice.
very true. Very true. My last words would be to close this session is my usual words. Don't be a prick. Don't be a burden. Don't be a curse. Be a miracle for someone today.
I love that.
Pearl, thank you so much. Infinite love and blessings for everyone. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining, and I will see you
You
next
too,
week.
Rick.
I'll
Thank
coordinate
you.
with you for the prize.
See you next
I'm
week.
so excited. Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye.
Take care. Bye, bye, bye.